And this is talking about Russia. Gog and Magog today is speaking of Russia, or as you would know as the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. Okay? Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. So like I said, the Lord is not going to set up Russia to be the next superpower and after America falls, man. So the Lord is still against Russia. Okay, because who's still ruling out there? Esau, man, Edom. So the Lord is against them devils, man. It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, which is turning and bringing them, those hooks in those jaws is turning Russia back into that USSR Soviet Union spirit. Okay? And I see the Lord always says what he's going to do, not what these damn devils going to do. The Lord's saying, look, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put hooks in your jaws, and I'm going to bring thee forth. I'm going to bring you back. I'm going to bring you forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, talking about their military. Okay? Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. And who's Persia? Iran. Ethiopia, they just had a deal to build more nuclear reactors out there in the land of Ethiopia too. Matter of fact, just to prove it, just to show that I ain't just bullshitting, excuse my language, let's type in Russia, Ethiopia, nuclear deal. And this was like last year or something? 2 years ago. No, here we go. Russian nuclear power plant in Ethiopia, March 25th, 2021. In 2017, the governments of Ethiopia and Russia signed a memorandum of understanding which will work to bolster exchange and expand the amount of tradable commodities for both countries. So they're in trade agreements, which means that what? They're allies. Biblical prophecy taking place. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. Matter of fact, Russia, Libya deal. How you spell Libya? I'm tripping. Libya deal. Let's see. And I'm just Libya oil exports. Russia warms to deal. See that? Russia welcomes Libya deal on oil exports, revenue distribution. Who does Russia support in Libya? In the early months of 2017, Russia increased its involvement in resolving the conflict in Libya, increasingly supporting the Tobruk-based House of Representatives. Is Russia allies with Ethiopia? Ethiopia-Russia relations. They are allies. We read that earlier. This is biblical prophecy taking place. All of them with shield and helmet. So their militaries are all going to come. And it ain't just Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya. China is allied with Russia. With China gonna fall when America falls. You know, everybody think, oh, China gonna be the next world power. No, they ain't. Read Jeremiah 48 if you think that China gonna be the next world power. And them damn Moabites got something coming, man. You can read 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. It says, Gomar and all his bands, the house of Torgamah of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. All these different allies, man. Because what are they doing? They're going to be, Russia's a guard unto these smaller nations. Now, China's not a smaller nation. Okay? Shit, China's developing more than America is, really. It says, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Let's read this in the NLT. It says, get ready. Be prepared. Is not Russia getting prepared and ready with these different missiles and systems that they making? Absolutely. Keep all the armies around you mobilized and take command of them. How is Russia mobilizing these different militaries? Are they not selling S-400 and S-500 missile defense systems to Turkey in these different smaller countries? Yup. So he's mobilizing. The Most High is putting the spirit on these different leaders to get ready to destroy this place, man. Biblical prophecy right before our face, man. And what's going to happen? What's going to happen? We're going to end it off with this one. Revelation chapter 20. We're just going to get to the point. Revelation chapter 20, verse 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, talking about Esau being loosed out of his subjected role, because what happened? Esau was under subjection for a period of 1,000 years during the Byzantine Empire, as they called the Dark Ages. So now he's been loose for this little season, right? And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, right? Russia, and has not Esau's philosophy and his Babylonian juice been dripping all over the place, man? Absolutely, man. All these different nations have drunken with the wine of this damn place. To gather them together to battle. See? This is all the Lord's doing. The number of whom is as the sand of the sea. And we just read that in Ezekiel 38. And we're actually going to end it off with this one. Because I want to get that scripture where it says he's going to put an evil thought. I want to say that's in the book of Ezekiel as well. Here you go. Ezekiel 38 verse 10. Because Revelation 17 is good too, but that's going into NATO and the EU turning on America. But this is Ezekiel 38 verse 10. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind. All right, talking about into the mind of Russia, these Russian leaders, Vladimir Putin, if he's still the president, whoever the president going to be, which I believe is going to be Vladimir Putin. But whoever it is, thoughts going to come into their mind, who the Lord is going to put it in their mind, right? And thou shalt think an evil thought. And what's that evil thought going to be? To shoot missiles on this place. When you read about that in Jeremiah 49, 50, 51, the destruction of Babylon, Isaiah 13, Isaiah 24, Isaiah 24, Isaiah 24, Isaiah 34, Isaiah 13, Jeremiah 49, 50, 51, Zephaniah the first chapter, Joel the third chapter. Okay? Various different prophecies that have not come to pass yet that's going to be fulfilled when this prophecy takes place, and we are right there. We right there. It says, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. And what is the land of unwalled villages? It's talking about America, the place that dwells without care, as it tells you in Isaiah 47, the place that ain't been touched, the virgin daughter of Babylon, where everybody's docile and dumb as hell, don't know what the hell is going on. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls. See, all of them dwelling without walls going to a defense system. And I truly believe through the Spirit that when these missiles get shot, I truly believe that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua going to cut off all the missile defense systems out here, man. Like I said, I say that as a man. I'm just saying it as a man. But I truly believe that's going to happen. It says, and having neither bars nor gates, to take a spoil and to take a prey. And this lines up exactly with Isaiah 13. Matter of fact, let's just take a look and see. Let's see if Isaiah 13 is a precept. It may not be. I'm just curious. Okay, well, it's not in the cross reference, but it is a precept though, because they're going to take a spoil, all right, by destroying this place, man. It says, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of all the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land. This is why America's called the Great Melting Pot, the so-called richest country in the world, even though it's in trillions of dollars in debt that can't be paid back. Gonna destroy this place, man. You know, so I don't want this lesson to be too long. You know, that's it. You know, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders. A great millstone that taught us his truth, and much peace, love, and salutation to the elect. Shalom.